Here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair, the world's lightest wheelchair, is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. That's 800-823-5826.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
Wilfred Brimley for Loafing Dog.
I'm Wilfred Brimley for Loafing Dog. You know, when I get the hankering for a hot dog, I go to Cleveland, Texas. Just a couple blocks off the square, they got Loafing Dog. They got the Neely Dog, the Mary Sunshine Dog, the Casey Dog, and the Shirley Dog. Why, they even got the Pacer Dog, the Brooklyn Dog, and the Jim Dog. Can't forget the Shane Dog, or the Joy Dog, and the Monty Dog. I like that fool. Then the Kia Dog and the Braxton Dog round things off. Why, they even got a kids menu too.
Loafing Dog, 208 East Chambers Street, Cleveland, Texas. Lunch, catering, or takeout, plus outdoor seating. Phone number is 817-556-1040.
This is Wilford Brimley. And don't forget, Loafing Dog won't give you diabetes.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day.
All right, welcome back everybody to a awesome episode of Hybrid Life with Coach Greg. So I want to introduce a friend of mine and a dude that really has an awesome spirit, has an awesome energy when he walks in the room, and when he talks, you just got to listen. So loving dude, family man, dude that really wants to make a difference in this world as he is doing so for himself. So everybody welcome my man Justin Gatrel to the show. I feel like I want like one of those sound ballers to clap, you know.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'll do it for you.
There we go.
Calm down, y'all.
Yes, there we go.
Man, it's awesome to be back, man. I think first time was about 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
So it's great to be back, and I'm excited, man. Yeah, I definitely try to bring a positive vibe, wherever I go. And those who know me real well, that spend a lot of time with me, outside of the public eye, they're like, he's pretty grumpy a lot. But when I'm in the public eye, I definitely try to spread that joy and that love. And I'm working on it on the home front.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I feel honestly, I feel like people that see me out and about think that I'm absolutely insane, because I spend a lot of time looking at the sky, like, oh, that's a cool cloud. Oh, that's a cool cloud. So I don't know. Now I wonder. I'm going to do a poll. We'll do a poll to see what the general consensus.
We should.
Yeah.
We should. Anybody tuning in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you see us out and about in Burleson, like
we're either going to be an asshole or space cadets. One of the two. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So today we're gonna touch on some. Well, actually, now we're gonna touch on it. We're gonna jump all the way in. Before we get into that, real quick though, I wanna just kind of do a quick like pseudo announcement of kind of a restructuring of this show. I realized that this is a radio show, and there's a lot of people that can tune in. There's a lot of people that potentially can tune in all around the world, right? So why not use that for exactly what I talk about when I'm not on the radio, I just recently had a part from a radio host that I had my man Hunter LaGrassa. Love the dude dearly. I've learned so much from that man. But now it's like, okay, we're gonna go in deep. Let's hit some topics that have made me squirm at times in past, and seem to make people squirm still. So we're gonna go into parenting first. We're going to talk about religion. We're going to talk about sexuality. We're going to talk about some politics. We'll talk about religion. And the challenge of this show is to see if we can get through all of those topics, efficiently without, like running through it too fast.
Right. Well, and that's 44 minutes, I think, is what we have to cram it into.
I think, yeah.
So we'll see what we can do.
Let's
That's
cram
a lot
it
of
in there.
loaded topics
Yeah.
in a short amount of
I
time, but
know,
I feel
right?
like we're going to plow right through it.
Exactly. Absolutely. So, parenting, I really want to start on what we were talking about earlier, with understanding that those children because I have three, you have three exactly. This children we have are little mirrors of us, little us walking around, and I have a tendency to do a lot of the things and act in a lot of the ways that we did. So what is your feeling on like the right or wrong way of parenting, or is there such a thing?
I don't think there is. I don't think you can really base your parenting off a spectrum of right and wrong.
Mm.
Obviously there's some wrong things to do,
Yeah.
but I think as long as you're trying your best, and it's like I was saying before the show. Anybody who thinks that, well, I put food on the table, clothes on the back, and a roof over their head, that's the base of what you're supposed to be doing as a
Right,
parent.
right.
That's your priority as a parent.
Yeah.
It's really our jobs as parents to make sure we're not raising little assholes that society has to get.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, that moral compass, making sure it's at true north at all times.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of things that I do as a parent that parents looking in are like, I don't know if I'd do it that way.
Right.
You might want to straighten up a little bit or shape it up.
Yeah.
But I know at the end of the day, my kids come and hug my neck every night.
Right.
They tell me, Daddy, I love you. I can see that smile in their face every day. And I know there's days that I feel like I'm just not doing enough.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the right thing. I feel like I'm underwater. I feel like they deserve so much better. But that reassurance from my kids that, hey, we love you.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect parent. I let them.
I don't think there is a such thing, a perfect parent,
There's not, but I know that I love my kids unconditionally. I will be there for them no matter what. And seeing their smiling faces, like we're actually in the middle of a move right now.
Yeah.
And,
You're talking about that.
That's a really stressful deal, but they've come up to me probably about 417 times.
417.
Yeah, in the past 24 hours. Dad, thank you so much. This place is awesome. We love it. Oh my God, thank you. They're setting the rooms up,
That's
and seeing that
awesome.
joy on
Yeah.
their face is what it's all about.
I love that. I'm in the middle of building a place like that right now. So I'm excited to get to that part, so hearing that gives me a hope, gives me a spark, more so than I already had. So as you're a parent, like obviously, we're saying, I feel like we agree that I don't feel like there is a right or wrong way. However, there are those ways, and I'm not excluding those, but that moral compass, like how do you feel like teaching that moral compass to your kids? How do you feel like you go about doing that, and like why is that the most important part? You know, why is that something that are I gotta say not most important, but why is that something that's important to you?
Well, it's like you said, like when we first started talking about this, is there a right or wrong way to parent? You obviously want to teach those kids right from wrong. I
Right.
don't think that's being a right or wrong way to parent, but you also want your kids to know, hey, you can't do this, or it's gonna hurt somebody's feelings. You can't do that, or you're gonna go to jail. You know, you can't like you. There's certain things that you want to teach your kids, you know, and instill that wisdom into them. But you also want to
There
teach
it
them,
is.
yeah,
Wisdom.
the wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, you also want to instill, you know, being a good person, just an overall good person.
Yeah.
You know, not judging anybody for the way they look, not judging anybody for the kind of car their parents drive or the house that they live in, or
Right.
you know, that no matter what, if somebody has a good soul, then that's somebody that you need to surround yourself with.
Yeah.
And if you can instill that into your kids, and if your kids are the ones that have that good soul, if you're so I might be an asshole from time to time. I might not live up to the guidelines that I would like to live up to, but I try to instill those into my kids.
Mm.
You know, I try to show them to be a good person. If we're out and about, like I said, it depends on which day you catch me, whether I'm going to be spreading joy or being an asshole. But I want them to know, hey, hold the door open for people. Hey,
Yeah.
you know, if somebody's down and out, offer a helping hand. If somebody's hungry, you know, maybe share the wealth a little bit.
Right.
And it's tough, especially being in the world that we're living in with so much negativity and so much hate being spread. It's tough to really surround yourself with those morals to instill to the kids. And I think I'm doing an all right job. My kids haven't, you know, pelted anybody with rocks lately.
All right.
You know, they haven't cussed out a teacher lately.
Yeah. You know, I think that reminds me of what we were talking about earlier about, you know, cussing, you know, like that's something that for me, I know you're talking earlier about it's not really bad words, adult words. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, for me, I kind of took a kind of the same approach at the beginning. You know, when I first had kids and that kind of thing, and up until you know my kids were about he was 10. He was my oldest one. My oldest one's sitting in with us today, but you know, I kind of changed my perception of you know like the whole hey, you can't say that word. You know, that word is just not a good word, you know, because I was changing my own perception of, you know, like what is this whole right and wrong, you know, and that'll bleed into a lot of the other topics that we're going to get into in the show. But, you know, like what is ultimately right and wrong, you know? I mean, if I say fuck, you know, is that wrong to say that word, you
Right.
know? What does that word mean? And then you go like, what does the word mean? And then you have like
17,000 different
yeah,
definitions.
there's so many different
Use it
uses.
as an adjective or a verb or a noun or
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, this word is so versatile. Should be everybody's favorite word. It can go anywhere. Look at that.
Favorite. It is my favorite. It's such a great sentence enhancer.
Yeah,
You know?
I know, right?
It's
Yeah. And so that right there, that point right there is like, you know, I say that word all the fucking time, you know, obviously right there.
Yeah.
And
I'm
so
glad you said it 4 times now. I didn't know if we could say it on air or not.
we got the internet.
Awesome, yeah.
Absolutely. You know, so right there, you know, however, there are a lot of people that I've talked to that I've had conversations with that are that don't like that, you know, that are absolutely opposed to, you know, their kids saying those words or hearing those words, you know. However, for me, I came to this brilliant conclusion that, oh wait, hold on. So doesn't even matter if I take my kids out of public school where all the other little kids have cell phones to this internet and the TikTok and the, you know, Facebook and Snapchat and all that good stuff. And they're all seeing music that's really, really, really popular that you hear on the radio all the time, that kind of thing, that are using these words, or it's bleeped out, but you understand. In your mind, you hear the word, you know, that kind of thing. So like, why am I trying to combat them from saying these words?
Right.
Like, if they say it, then, you know, they're somehow going to, you know, like die, or they're going to somehow be less of a person or less beautiful than, you know, that absolute beautiful baby that I held when they were first born. You know, I say it. Am I a bad person?
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel like I'm a bad person. You know, and if anybody has any differing opinion, please let me know. I love hearing differing opinions of that.
Absolutely.
But no, so you know, I feel like parenting, you know, kind of like the bad words and this is the right way, this is the wrong way. I feel like that's influenced heavily by our next topic, religion. You know, it kind of gives kind of a guideline of this is how you're supposed to parent, and this is what you're supposed to shelter your away from your kids and that kind of thing.
Well, real quick before we move on, you know, we were speaking before the show, and I said I'm not going to put on a production for my kids.
Absolutely.
Who I am is who I am, and I'm not going to play a different role in front of my kids.
Right.
My kids are going to know exactly who I am. So if I'm out here saying "fuck this damn shit,"
Right.
I'm not going to go home and be "conflobbit this son of a gun," you know, because then they're not going to know who Daddy really is. You know, they're going to that veil of, oh well, he doesn't cuss.
Yeah,
this,
no, I feel that.
So we must not do that either. And they're going to do it when they're at school
Mhm.
with their friends.
Absolutely.
You know, and like you were talking about songs, but they know we don't listen to unedited music in the car.
Right.
If we start a song on YouTube and I hear they bleeped out one word, now we're pausing the song.
We're gonna go find the unedited.
And yeah, especially if it's Eminem, Daddy's about to be the rock star
yes,
rapper in the front seat of the car.
absolutely.
You know, and there's a certain song by Zach Bryant that he cusses in that, and my son loves that song. And he was riding shotgun. It's been months ago, and that word, he knew that word was getting ready to come up. So I saw him kept staring over at me, and he was singing word for word. And I looked at him and I just grinned. I said, "Bubba, you better get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You better get it." And he did. When he found out he could say that word, his eyes got, and he was like, "I'm a fucked up kid."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, Bubba, there you go."
That is awesome.
Like I said,
love
they're
it.
going to do it in front of other people.
Yeah.
And you want, especially at home. Their home is their sanctuary.
Exactly.
Their home is where they get to be themselves. That they feel like there's no outside influences, and you know they can be exactly who they are.
Right.
So if they're going to do it out there, I'd much, that whole phrase, I'd rather you do it at
Right,
home
right.
than go out and do it out
Yeah.
there. Granted, don't drop F-bombs and, keep it on the light end. In front of me. I still want you to think you're my innocent little baby angel. But at the same time, be yourself.
Yeah. I see. Actually, it's funny. I just had a conversation with my son just the other day because we had a conversation like several months back. I mean, actually, maybe even a couple of years. Anyways, I told him, like, listen, I'm not gonna trip about you using curse words. I don't care because I don't feel like they are curse words.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna be upset with you. I'm not gonna punish you for that. However, you're going to carry yourself with tact. You're going to carry yourself with honor. You're going to carry yourself in a certain way.
Absolutely.
You're not going to carry yourself like as a mindless person that all they can do to articulate their thoughts is fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, that kind of thing, right? So I just had a talk with him just a couple days ago, just like, bro, like you're getting a little bit too much on that other line, of like. I want to understand the thought process that you are trying to articulate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to just hear a bunch of curse words, So tone it down and focus on articulating your thoughts rather than trying to add as many curse words into the sentence as possible, Which I mean, it really wasn't anything all that bad. I mean, it's just kind of like he's just saying more in a public kind of thing, like, bro, when we're here, it's cool. You're my son. We're kicking it. We're chilling. We're being ourselves. We can do that, but when we're out in public and we're around certain people, hey, we're gonna like be tactful, be respectful, because I want to articulate what I'm trying to say before this person totally shuts me off because they're absolutely offended.
Sure.
I said fuck too much.
You got to know when and when not to say it,
right?
And what company to say it in front of.
Exactly, and it really comes to a matter of like, how badly do I want to talk to this person?
Yeah.
And if I want to talk to this person really badly, then I'm gonna like, all right, I'm not gonna say fuck one time, maybe a shit or a damn, but I will leave the F-bomb away,
Sure.
because I really want to communicate with you. And I know that, you are a person that doesn't really like that or gets turned off of that. So it's reading the situation, I find that very, very prevalent in,
They're calling about your extended warranty.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not
mother
sure.
shitters.
I'm gonna try it. I think we're getting a phone call, so I'm gonna see if we're getting someone online. Okay, here we go.
Hello, can I speak to Nadine, please?
Oh my goodness. Well, never mind.
Nadine just left. She just left. She just walked out the door.
Yeah, you just missed her. Darn. Oh,
mother
my goodness.
shitter. Well, that's the thing with being my kids' parents. I don't want them to go out and get made fun of and get their feelings hurt. So I feel like maybe they should practice the cussing at home with a professional that knows that. Oh, son of a damn! You don't want them getting made fun of for the way they cuss.
Or do you? Or do you want them to be the weird guy? Like, because I have made being the weird person. That's me.
Well, weird is the new normal. If you're not weird, you're not.
Well, then
normal,
hell
right?
yes! I've been doing this shit for like 32 years.
Well, there's a song, I was cowboy or I was country before country was cool. Well, you were weird before that shit was cool.
Absolutely.
Man. You laid the foundation for weirdisms.
Yeah.
And now you're rocking it, man.
It finally caught up with this level of cool, right?
That's right. That's right. I can only hope I'm as weird as you one day.
Yeah, I hope the whole world is actually no. That's not a really cool idea.
Then that would water down your weirdness.
I just want me be weird and just my level of weird, and you go be your level of weird, because I think that my weird and your weird, and then combined with a bunch of other people's weird, I think that'll build a really beautiful existence.
That's a weird, strange existence.
Absolutely,
but beautiful,
completely mind-boggling existence. Like
I'm a bunch of people up staring at the clouds.
I know. I feel like the people not even just staring at the clouds. I feel like the people levitating, and then there's gonna get people building all these awesome, feats of technology and that kind of thing. And then, just plug things into everything, because electricity is free. It comes from the stratosphere, just
that's weird.
Bringing on Nikola Tesla back, that kind of thing. But
that's weird, Greg.
All right.
You got a little weird on me, man.
Why? We just established that.
Yeah, we did. I didn't realize we were going to talk about plugging people in, but
no, plug in. You can plug whatever device you have into anything, because electricity would be free. So, I mean, it comes. Literally, it's like kind of like a 2-part series, kind of like stratosphere, Earth, and kind of like a whole giant. I guess it would be like
on this episode of Weird Science with Greg McBrayer.
Oh, I get it right. It's Greg McBrayer.
Oh, I'm sorry, McBrayer. That was for you getting my name wrong the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think you still owe me a couple times, because I think I got it wrong a couple times on Snapchat. But hey, it's okay.
Hey, that's all right. I don't have a Snapchat, so I didn't catch that one.
Boom.
Yeah,
that's
there
what's
you
up.
go.
Score.
Yeah, so my girlfriend tells me I'm an old man. I'm only 33, but I don't have Snapchat or Twitter, none of that.
Oh wow!
And I use these old man euphemisms all the time. Like she says, "You're such a dad." Yeah, I have kids.
Yeah,
but I don't feel like my age stipulates the fact that I'm weird because I use these corny jokes.
Yeah, like the pot calling kettle black. You know
what I mean?
love those.
And of course, there's a an age difference between me and her, but it's not significant,
right?
To where I'm that weird old man.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe
okay,
it is.
let me ask you a very important question.
Okay.
So do you remember the same cartoons that she remembers?
It is funny you asked that, because I think the only one that we watched that we both knew was SpongeBob. Yeah. So there's a 10-year gap. There's a 10-year gap. And she doesn't watch movies. She does. Her favorite series is Lord of the Rings. And
she's got points for that.
Yeah. And in my defense, I've really wanted to sit down and try to watch these, but because I'm such an old man, as soon as I recline and watch a movie, 5 minutes in, I'm out. You know what I mean? But I really want to watch them for her benefit, because they're so great. But I'm a movie buff. I quote movies all the time.
Absolutely.
And there's certain movies I quote, and I'm like, yeah, I nailed that one. And I looked over at her, and she's just like, what? And I'm like, babe, you don't understand what that
Wasted.
was? Like,
Wasted.
yeah, wasted on. And I'm like, oh no, and it's one of those. Maybe I am a weird old dad.
Yeah.
But there's certain movies that like were big pop culture icons that I
Absolutely.
feel like you should, like Step Brothers. I quote that quite often.
You're waking the neighbors.
This house is bullshit. But I love her to death. I really do. And she's a bit weird too.
Yeah.
She like
well, I mean, I guess she'd have to be, like.
And she's listening. I love you, baby. I don't mean weird in a bad way, Greg.
Well, weird is relative.
It is.
It's absolutely relative. And for me, weird is always good. I love weird.
Yes.
Because
it keeps you on your toes.
Exactly.
It keeps it interesting.
I mean, I feel growth is always on the side of the unknown, and weird is always unknown.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what the hell is going to come out of my mouth next. Like, I don't even know sometimes. It's just, whoa.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? I don't know. Anyways,
But one thing about it, is there is never a dull moment between me and her.
Absolutely.
It's I'm having a good time no matter what we're doing. Like, we've been moving and we're stressed and we're trying to get everything crammed in. And, they say, if you really want to know somebody, move in with them.
Right.
I call bullshit on that. I feel like if you truly want to know somebody and if you want to know whether the relationship's going to work or not, move with them, not just move in with them.
Yeah.
Move with them, because it was just me and her in a U-Haul yesterday.
Right.
And we didn't argue not one time.
That's what's up.
We didn't fight. Everything was smooth. I lifted quite a bit of stuff. She watched me lift quite a bit of stuff.
Going, oh baby, you're so sexy.
You're so strong.
Oh my gosh.
But
man.
no, we worked great as a team. We really did. We moved couches and beds and end tables and coffee tables and TVs, and we knocked it out. It was just me and her in a U-Haul. And like I said, we didn't argue, we didn't fuss at each other.
That's what's up.
And I feel like if you can do that in one of the most stressful, I feel like moving is the most stressful event that can happen, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely up there. It's oh gosh, you finding shit that you didn't know you had, and knowing like, oh crap, we forgot a whole ass room,
and merging two houses into one.
Yeah. Oh
it's
man,
stressful.
done that.
But it's very important to find that best friend.
Absolutely.
On a level of more than just romance.
So speaking on that, do you feel like on that level, do you feel like that's something that is solely between like, one person and another person for a lifetime? Like there's no chance that, you can have that same connection or love, or well, not same, but like that level of friendship, connection, bond, blah, 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 with, 2 people, 3 people, and multitude of people in one lifetime? Or do you think that is kind of like your soulmate is your soulmate is your soulmate?
I feel like when you find your person, you find your person.
Man, I feel that.
You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer that there is one person put on this earth for everybody, and some people wander through life and are never blessed enough to find that person. Some people have the privilege and the honor of finding that one person that was put on this earth for them. And I just happened to luck out and find that person.
I love it.
You know what I mean? She is my best friend. We laugh about nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously not movie quotes. We don't laugh about that.
But only when she gets them.
Yeah. But I mean, we laugh. We have such a good time doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And from sun up to sundown, we can spend all day together and not get sick of each other. I'm sure that point might come.
Right.
But maybe it won't.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like if you truly have found that one, you want to spend as much time with them as you can. And, I haven't gotten sick of her yet.
Yeah.
She hasn't gotten sick of me.
Right.
That's a big deal.
I feel, because I've been there, I feel like it's really important to like, again, I think we were talking, I can't remember if we talked on the radio or before we got on the show, but that introspection, like I feel like that's really, really important, especially in a relationship, like that. Oh, well, that's a good cliffhanger. We'll see you after the break, guys.
That went quick.
I know, right? That went quick. We have a whole 4 topics to talk through. Yay. See you soon.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
Out of deck carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give him a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered.
When you're hungry for tender brisket or some delicious homemade cobbler, then look no further than Leach Brothers Barbecue, located at 1106 East Henderson in Cleveland, Texas. Leach Brothers has been family-owned and operated since 1950. Take it from me, Taco Joe Orwinski. Todd and his family have been filling my belly breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a long time. Heck, I even have my own booth, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come see them for dine-in, carry out, and all your catering needs.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
Welcome back. Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 365 on the TuneIn Radio network. To listen or watch, simply go to tuneinjoco.com to choose where and how. The Joco Community Radio app is now available for free on Android and Apple devices. Simply search your store. Check out our lineup and more on jococommunityradio.com. This episode and more brought to you by Patriot Claims, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to your Texas sales rep, Nona Reed, at 844-839-4245. Again, that is 844-839-4245. Well, welcome back to the second part of Hybrid Life with Coach Greg and my guest speaker, Justin Gatrel. So we were just getting into that relationship part, and your wife sent you some text there on the break.
Yeah, she said, "I help move a lot" with a cute little emoji.
Yeah.
Me out. And she said, "I'd get some movie quotes."
So yeah, God, yeah. I love it.
She did. Little disclaimer: she helped tremendously. None of this would be possible without her.
Absolutely.
You know? So big shout out to you, babe. Thank you so much for all your help yesterday.
I love the wink at the camera. That's great.
I don't know if she caught that, but thanks for letting her.
Exactly. He got a wink. That was a handsome wink. Okay, if you missed that, you're missing out. But I got it, so I'm gonna take that. He's handsome. So you know that
no.
Come on. Yeah. So that relationship though, that dynamic, you know, that like one person and that's your person forever. You know, I honestly I feel that. I feel that deeply. With my wife, who's soon to be ex-wife, but I get to still call her my wife. You know, my person, absolutely.
That's right.
However, obviously soon to be ex-wife, you know, sometimes you meet your person, and you know, it doesn't go the way that the fairy tale goes, you know, it doesn't go the way that you think it goes, but it's still absolutely beautiful because every single part of me that has grown and has become a better version of me you know, is greatly a part of her,
Mhm.
and greatly a part of the love that I have and still have for her. You know, so even if we're not together, that being my person, you know, like it still means the world to me. You know, and having found that, you know, it still means the world to me. But again, I feel like it goes back to, you know, introspection. Like, how do I want to feel about that? You know, is this something that's going to change the trajectory of my life in a good way or a bad way, in a way that is serving, you know, myself and those around me, or is this going to be, you know, a self-destruction, you know, that kind of thing. So it's all, it all can be exactly what I want it to be, you know, at the end of the
Absolutely.
day, you know. So for you, you know, having your person, you know, like what what do you feel is that bond that makes you your people, you know, like
Yeah. So it's it's pretty self-explanatory for me anyway. You know, when I wake up in the morning, you know, she's the first face that I get to see,
yeah,
and I wouldn't have it any other way.
I love
When
it.
I go to bed at night, she's the last face I see. You know, and all that all that's fine and well, but it's a deeper connection than that. It's a
Yeah,
deeper level than that. You know, she truly makes me want to be a better person.
I love that.
You know, she truly does. And I tell her all the time, I don't deserve this. I don't know how I lucked out. You know, and I really down myself, not to where I'm just a piece of shit, you know,
Right.
but you know, I don't speak highly enough of myself for her standards.
Hmm.
You know, like I'll say something, you know, negative about myself, and she's quick to tell me, "Hey, no,
Yeah.
absolutely not. You're everything that I could ever want. You're everything that you deserve. Everything that you get." You know, and I haven't had anybody ever really build me up like that.
Hmm.
You know, and in a selfish way,
That's what's
you
up.
know, having somebody to build me up in my corner, that's a beautiful thing.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
and just the human being that she is, and the love that she has and how much she cares about other people, and the light, I call her my sunshine, you know, the light that she brings, you know, I feel like I have to match that, and that makes me
Hmm.
want to be a better person, you know, and the journey of life that we're going through together right now, you know, we can have each other's back, and we can be there for each other. When I'm down, she picks me up.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't have something, she's got it. If I got something, I got her.
Right,
You know,
right.
uh, and it's that teamwork. You know, it's that being on the same team for the same common goal. And like I said, man, we're best friends. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's a beautiful thing.
That's
It's a
awesome.
beautiful
That's
thing.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. I love it that, you know, that
Bless you.
the beautiful like love that bounces back and forth between each other, you know. That's like the fountain of youth, if you will, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
It just continues to refill itself. Do you feel like that love, do you feel like that comes from you, or does that come from her?
I think it has to come from both. You know, relationships are not a one way street.
Right, right.
You know, and if they are a one way street, you better make sure y'all are both going the right way. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
don't want
going
to.
the same way. Go, at
Yeah,
least
you
go the
don't
same
want to
way.
be going down a one way street, going opposite directions.
Right.
Otherwise, a collision is inevitable.
Absolutely.
Um,
Oh, you'll just pass and wave and be like, okay,
yeah,
bye.
hey, yeah, you know that they got that hallway sexual
Yeah.
relationship that pass by in the hallways. Fuck you, no, fuck you.
Yeah,
You
right,
know, and that's as
right.
far as their sexual relationship goes.
Right.
You know, I feel like I said, the love that she exudes is contagious. You
Mm,
know, and I've always been a hopeless romantic, full of love. You
yeah.
know, so it, when two hearts like that meet, man, it's explosive. You know,
Absolutely.
it's an explosive deal. Um, but I think that in order to make it work, and in order for it to continue, we both have to be present, and we both have to be
Mm,
active
mm,
in the relationship to make it
yeah.
work. You can't just have one individual working real hard for something and the other one like, oh, well, you're working hard enough for the both of us.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said, I can be a crotchety old man sometimes, you know, and I let little things, you know, really eat my lunch. You
Right.
know, it gets
All of it. Like the
grinds
whole
my
thing.
gears, if you will.
You know, it
Yeah.
grinds my gears.
Yeah, it grinds my gears, if you will. And maybe
Uh,
that comes with being an old man. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I feel like old man is mindset. Come on now.
yeah, yeah. But she's quick to let me know, hey, you know, you have this to have this going for you. You have this, look at all this that we have to be
Mhm.
grateful for, and if there's times that she's having a bad day or stressing, I can be there for her.
Right.
So the moment that either of us stop doing that, I feel like you'll be able to know. You can
Well,
tell.
I feel like on that, like for me personally, it's really important to continuously like um learn learn why I'm feeling what I'm feeling and that kind of thing, and learn you know what it is that is creating this sensation, this feeling, right? So when when I'm down, I find it um massively beneficial to have another person to like lift me up and say like, hey, you got this and this and this. But I also find it um ultimately like crippling for myself to like rely on that.
Sure.
Because then like I like to go out in the middle of nowhere a lot, right? I like to get lost in the middle of nowhere, right? And I think about this. I'm like, okay, so what if I was in the middle of fucking nowhere and I got super super lost, and I'm feeling this type of way that I'm feeling right now, and I don't have this person or this person, or I can't call this person or that kind of thing. I don't have that person to lean on to pull me up. The fuck am I gonna do? Like, am I gonna like, am I gonna, find a friendly bear, or like, am I gonna just wallow in this? So what would that look like? So for me, I feel like, in my opinion, the beautiful relationship is built on those two people that are, or three or four or five, whatever relationship, whatever number you like on your relationship. Honestly, I don't even like putting numbers on it, but whatever your relationship looks like, it's really built on you, like individuals being solidly founded on what the fuck they are.
Right.
Like just like back with the parenting thing, like the holding my kids and seeing the love that they are. That's what all of us are. We all came from, some bumping uglies and a wham wham,
Come on.
we were all there, so
Yeah.
it's just reminding ourselves of that personally.
Well, yeah.
So that way it's easier to like that lift up the other person, because when say for you, like if you're already practicing like speaking to yourself in unconditional love, and if you're practicing telling yourself, Justin, I love you, if you're practicing doing that, then when those moments come when life really gets freaking crazy and you're like, messed up or blah blah blah, and she comes in and she's like, hey, you're awesome, you're like, wait, hold on, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's exactly. It's
shit.
Right. It's
Yeah.
it's easier to like have that love from another person fulfill you. It makes it so much easier, because it's almost like you leave the door open wider, and if two people are doing that for themselves, it becomes like literally like just a touch, it becomes like, you just touch you, and the energy is like, you know what?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm good. I know I'm good.
Absolutely.
I love you. You love me. I love me. You love you. That's great.
Just love is exuding.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it does start with a strong foundation within self.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, we're useless to anybody.
Right. Right.
If I'm not, if I don't have that strong foundation, then I can't be a good parent.
Yeah.
I can't be a good partner. I can't be a good employee. I can't. And I've just recently I've just recently been given, tools to really work on myself, on the inner self. For a long time, man, I was, I like to use the terminology, a catastrophic clusterfuck.
I love that.
For a long time.
That's a cool phrase.
And for the last 134 days, I haven't been putting certain toxins into my body.
There we go, man.
I haven't been drinking. I haven't been drugging. I haven't been, and I've really been working on myself.
Yeah.
On the inside, and the person I am now, I don't look back at the me back then in regret, because I try not to live on regret, but it's almost comical how fucked up I was, and I was okay with it because of the decisions I was making.
Right.
But now I have that foundation to where I can build, if you got a shitty foundation, that house you build is going to crumble. But
Mhm.
if I have a strong foundation and I can put up some strong pillars and I can put up some strong archways and that it's going to be impenetrable.
Yeah.
It's going to be
So
a
weather the
fortress.
storm.
That's right. And when I was able to take the things I was learning and put them into everyday life, like I still get frustrated, but the things that frustrate me now to where I'm like, son of a bitch, God,
Yeah.
oh, I would have been ready to kill somebody back then.
Right.
Know,
Them
it's
fighting words.
Oh my goodness. 10 paces, turn around and let's duel.
Yeah.
But now, it'll
Not a
upset me, but not like it used to.
Right.
I feel that. And it's baby steps. It's progress. It's not perfection. It's progress.
Exactly.
And it's one little wins throughout the day.
Exactly. Little wins exactly throughout the day. Dang, we have like, this is such a great show. Okay, so now I'm gonna spin the wheel and we're gonna pick one. Okay,
right.
so we're gonna go straight into sexuality.
Oh, here we go.
All right, so the reason why I picked sexuality, we'll just start there, is because it's such a taboo, and I feel like it's a taboo because it's very, very based on religious standpoints in my like experience in life and experience with those others, but also that it's like almost like we're not supposed to be open about that part of our life when literally every single one of us came from it. Every single one of us in this existence here had to come from two people bumping uglies, or at least some kind of insemination or some shit,
Sure,
like some kind of stuff using the genitals,
right. Well, with my kids, I was just cleaning it and it went off. I mean, I don't know. That's just how that came about.
I heard that.
I don't know you. Practice gun safety, folks.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, no, I was very honest with my kids. I've always been very honest with my kids. My oldest will tell you, I was an accident. Damn condom broke.
Yeah.
However, it was the best condom breaking in my life,
Right.
So but yeah, there's that thing, that like taboo around sex, how like it's got to be either talked about behind closed doors or like hinted around. However, there's a whole entire world that people are living that they purposely hide from everybody else. For me personally, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna live out loud, live like openly be sexual, because aren't we all? Why is it a taboo to be open with one sexuality? So for you, when you're in conversation, say out in public or whatever like that, when sex comes up, how's the topic of sex feel like to you? Like, what does that do for you?
Honestly, how anybody decides to live their life is completely their decision. I don't care whether it's, man, woman, non-binary, straight, gay. It doesn't matter to me. Whoever you choose to be with, whoever you choose to live life with, that's your prerogative, and I'm happy for you.
I heard that.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you have found somebody. You have found him, her, they, them, whatever it is. I'm happy.
Absolutely.
Happy for you, and that's, if you can find love, find it. And I'll be honest, growing up, that negative stereotype that was surrounding homosexuality, that was surrounding, well, he's gay. You know what I mean?
Like you can catch it.
Yeah,
like you don't catch the gay.
The night at his house, it might be contagious. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh!
But as I've gotten older, I've realized that it's really, that negative stigmata is really just closed-mindedness.
Absolutely.
And like I said, I don't care what you choose to do, who you choose to be with, or what you choose to identify with. I was actually just discussing with Alexis yesterday while we were moving. I'm tolerant and I'm accepting of all, but I'm also, I don't know about everything.
Right.
Like she had mentioned something about non-binary. I didn't know what that meant.
Right.
And she was like, well, it's they, them. I said, well, who's they? Like where are they at? Like, who's them? Like, but
what's their headquarters?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Where, if I was to send them a letter, where would I send it to? And and so I'm
that's
I'm
great.
open
That's great.
to accepting knowledge because there's a lot of things I don't know
I
about.
feel that.
And if I ever come off as condescending when I'm asking, I don't mean to. I
Yep.
really don't. It's me wanting to know more. That way I can expand my knowledge. That way I can expand my borders of tolerance.
Yep.
Because there is so much going on in the world as far as sexuality and identification that I'm not aware of.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I don't want to seem closed-minded by asking.
100%.
I don't want to come off as a misogynistic, arrogant man
Yeah.
that, oh well, he's gender shaming or he's this.
Right. Right. So that brings a goodness, that's a good one. That brings up a point. The different names that we have for all these different things, and you have to really try to stay away from these things and be these things, but also avoiding these things. And you don't want to be associated with these things.
Right.
All this like ping pong ball
Mhm.
of things that we're trying to stay away from being labeled as. And here's the brass tacks, and people that you just gotta swallow it, is like you can't get away from being labeled something. I was just compared to a cult leader not too long ago, so I'm like, I know, right? I'm like, all right, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I mean, whatever. That's your opinion of me. That's all cool.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. But
I won't
mean,
drink the Kool-Aid.
yeah,
you laid out
exactly.
there. You got Kool-Aid. Hey, don't drink that Kool-Aid,
I
buddy.
thought I thought it would be really cool. I've been talking for years about bringing this, like I want to bring a whole community together, right?
Right.
And like exactly. I want to bring a community together. We're gonna live off the land, and we're gonna have a place where the economy is ours, like that kind of thing. We don't have big daddy government over here saying you got to do this and this and this and this and this.
Sure.
We don't got that, right? But I'm gonna have a big old sign that we're all gonna make in whole different big colors that says no Kool-Aid.
No
It's-
Kool-Aid allowed. Kool-Aid free zone. Yeah.
Exactly.
Have a big picture with Kool-Aid man busting through the wall with a big line.
Right.
Yeah.
Just no.
Not here. Green tea and herbal supplements, but no
Absolutely,
Kool-Aid.
absolutely. And then you ain't gonna be able to find me because I'm gonna be out by myself. You ain't be find me like, but it's open to come live. Everybody will show you how to be. Let's go. But no, I all joking aside, like the general consensus on like the different sexualities and how many different genders and that kind of thing that there are, all based around sexuality and sex, that kind of thing. It is absolutely what it is.
And you can't
allow
put it in a box.
Right. Allow any individual the solemn and truth right to have whatever fucking opinion that they want. So like if someone wants to feel any different way about their sexuality, or do any certain thing with their sexuality, or be with a certain person or inanimate object, I don't care. Like,
Hey.
have fun.
Yeah.
Hey, have fun. I'm not going to like say I can't love you. Love you just the same. Now I might be like, that's some crazy shit,
It's
dude.
weird.
Like
It's
that's
weird,
that's
but I love you.
That's weird. That's weird coming from a weird guy. That's weird. But I love you. I would love to learn more about it.
Sure.
That's not for me, but I'll here's what's kicking around in your brain, because that's the beauty of this world. It's so freaking big. Why not understand it, learn it, and assimilate with the beauty of differences.
Well, and what's crazy is another person's way of life, homosexuality, being non-binary, none of that is contagious.
Yeah.
But love is.
I heard that.
But love is. Knowledge is.
Yep.
So why don't you take a little bit of time to try to, like you said, figure out what's going on, like get to the down and dirty of it.
Yeah.
If you have questions, don't be scared.
Yeah.
Don't be nervous.
Don't be scared. Come on now.
If you're scared, go to church. Well, they probably can't go to church because of all the judgmental situations that go on.
Exactly. Well, there's rules there. You gotta like go through all the rules. Just like your old dude in the church. You gotta go through the rules inside the paperwork.
Sign the paperwork. I have conversations with my God every day. Every day. And I don't necessarily have to abide by this building stipulations on how to talk to my God.
Right.
Or
this book.
Or,
Yeah.
as long as I have an understanding of my higher power and my God, if I can hit my knees every morning and hit my knees every night and have a conversation and try to live through his will rather than mine, then nobody is going to tell me how to understand.
Right. And now I'm not down in anybody's religion or anybody's way of life. I'm simply saying for me and Justin saying for him is like this is a personal choice.
Absolutely.
I personally find lots of wisdom in the Bible. I also personally find some bullshit in the Bible, but same way goes with the Quran, same way with what goes with, some ancient, like yogi, texts and that kind of thing from all the ancient yogis and shit they do. Some of those guys are crazy, man, crazy.
Well, what was it? There's a comedian I listen to, and he says, was it King Solomon back in, he says he made the decision to saw a baby in half to decide who was the mother. And that's what we're doing, Solomon. We're cutting babies in half.
Now I remember that story, and I think I got enough time. But I think that if I remember correctly, because I was like, no fucking way.
Right,
there's no fucking way.
He wasn't going to do it.
But I like the wisdom from that. You know. It's a beautiful story of this is he was gonna like saw this kid in half, but it really wasn't. It was to prove a point. Like it was to get a emotional response from the true mother of the kid, because nobody's gonna be like, yes, saw him in half, go for it.
Right.
But that is wisdom that the Bible shares. But there's also wisdom that you can find in literally everywhere else.
Sure.
Hell.
And why can't you pick a little bit out of everything?
Exactly. Make it hybrid, make a hybrid.
Life.
Exactly.
Come on. Come on.
That was an open door.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Good job. That right there though is like that's the whole reason why hybrid came about is all these topics that we did an all right job. We got through like, let's see, I'm gonna check. Boom. I'm not gonna say that. Boom. And then boom. Okay, so we have 2 more that we need to go through. So
3 out of 5. We're
3 out of 5.
Yeah, we're batting 600. That's not too bad.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're gonna come back for around part 2 show.
I'm
ready. And we'll go straight into religion, straight into politics. Those are awesome.
Those are hot buttons. Those are hot buttons.
And wonderfully goes hand in hand.
Absolutely.
So before we take off, guys, I want to point everybody to check out the YouTube page, Joko Community Radio, and also anybody that knows me, Justin, you two. I haven't told you about this, but I'm trying to get to 100 followers on YouTube. So if you can go to Coach Greg McBrayer on YouTube and hit the subscribe button, I need 100 subscribers, so that way this show can go from being live can go directly to my YouTube channel. So everybody do that if you can. I'll leave a link somewhere here. However, I want you to leave off with you. What is it?
Me.
We talked about that.
Man, I'm trying to do the best I can, be the best me, be the best dad. Each day. I'm trying to spread love every day that I can. And if you see me out and about and I'm an asshole, forgive me. Just hug me and tell me you love me, and I'll tell you I love you back.
Do that, please. If anybody sees him, just hug him.
Yeah.
From Burson to Venus and Grandview to Godly, this is the voice of Johnson County,